first-round pick Mason Graham was on 92.3 The Fan, talking about his interests.
Yeah, I've always been a low-key guy, just been about ball. Ever since coming out of high school, I came to Michigan and I wanted to, get to the NFL. That's why I chose Michigan with Coach Harbaugh and everyone there. So I'm really just about getting to the highest level and then being at my best. I want to be the best player I can be for, not just myself, but my teammates and, obviously the Cleveland Browns now. So, I want to do whatever it takes to win and, be the best player for the team.
All right, Mason, obviously we know you're about football. We know, but we just don't, because you're such a low-key guy, as you've said, what are the other things that Mason Graham is about? How do you spend your off time?
I really spend it, around the facility. In college we didn't get too much time off. So, I was always just getting rehab, treatment, lifting just in the facility or, if not, hanging out with my teammates and then, hop on the game sometimes, play a little video games and have some fun time together.
So, Tim, the question was, what do you do other than football? I rehab, I lift, and I get treatment. All right.
That's a pretty easy player for Browns fans to like. I mean, we know Clevelanders like their guys who work hard, guys who are all about ball. And it's easy to see why, based on just that answer, it's easy to see one of the reasons the Browns could fall in love with Mason Graham, be willing to give up a shot at Travis Hunter, move down 3 spots, also be able to draft Quinshon Judkins, and also be able to pick up a first-round pick next year. So I think with Mason Graham, he's such an interesting player. I think he's a true three. He could be a real good 3-down defensive tackle. He needs to work on the pass rush moves a little bit, but my goodness, you just see his ability to disrupt in the middle, pure strength. I think when Mike Hall Jr. gets healthy, you can easily see the two of them be a really fun tandem in the middle of that defense.